Καλησπέρα. Κυριακή 27 Φεβρουαρίου. Σχεδόν τέλος του μήνα. Άλλη μία μέρα. Αυτός ο μήνας τα είχε όλα. This month, during this month, lots of different things happen. With the latest, this war with Russia and Ukraine, which is really, really bad. But life must go on. Whatever we can do to help, we will. So, raise a toast to your Gothic host. I hope you had a nice week. It wasn't so good anyway, for me. It got better towards the end. I made some new friends. I'll tell you about them in a minute. And today I'm gonna do a special dish, which is 80% my creation and 20% bits and pieces from other dishes that I've eaten. I've tasted, but I changed a couple of things so it would be better for my taste buds. Έχω αλλάξει αρκετά πράγματα. 80% είναι δική μου επινόηση. Τα υπόλοιπα 20% είναι από άλλα πιάτα τα οποία έφαγα, δοκίμασα και αυτές οι αλλαγούλες που έκανα για τα δικά μου γούστα. So, raise a toast to your Gothic host. Let me turn the laptop a little bit on the left so we can start cooking. And today's band is one of my favorites, Christian Death. You all know it. Everybody who likes this kind of music, they must know them. I've selected two tracks, Death Wish and Romeo's Distress. I don't know which is gonna be first and second. We'll see. And start immediately. So what a lovely thing wine is. It makes you feel different stuff. Anyway, I have to change glasses so I'll know what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm not gonna cook what I'm supposed to. And turning around slowly. There you go. And here. I neglected to tell you what I'm going to cook, but I'm gonna do that now. Let me get comfortable and take the cover off. Right, first of all I'm going to tell you about the new friends I've made this week through Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if they have Instagram on two or just one of them. Στεφανία, Δήμητρα, Christos, Elena, John, Aline και Orpheus. These are all my new friends from I think this week, and a couple of those were a couple of days ago and yesterday. Really, really, really nice people. And today's dish, it's an Italian dish, CAMBERONI con linguini alla genovese. King prawns, μεγάλες γαρίδες, with linguine, which the linguine is whole meal, whole wheat, sorry, δηλαδή anyway, 3 languages is too much in one in the same time, you know, it gets confusing. It's not white, it's the other one which is my mind is stuck, which is healthier. Camperoni, as I said, is king prawns, yes, linguine, and which I've cooked already, so we have less time to cook. And this is the camperoni, as you can see, right? And let's start with our first song. I hope my new friends like this kind of music. and Death Wish. They send me messages and that makes the volume go down for some reason. Of all the times, they just started sending me messages now. So if you hear that on the video, it's not me. So it's mostly garlic and a very, very little, just 1 spoonful of onion. For a minute till it gets a little brown. Great song. Sorry about the up and down in the sound, but it wasn't my fault. As I said, somebody was messaging me. And I don't know why the volume goes down while somebody does that for some reason. So, you know, hope it doesn't happen in the next song, which is not going to be now. Right, this is ready. Now, we add the prawns, of course. Prawns with a tail on, neura, king prawns, olive oil I use, yeah, and the prawns are about 350 to 400 grams, yeah. And also the linguine is about half a packet, you know, 250-300 grams. Ολικής άλεσης, αυτό έψαχνα πριν. Τα linguine είναι ολικής άλεσης. Οπότε camperoni alla con linguini alla genovese. Changed many things in this dish because the dish I had sausage in it, sausage and prawns, and believe me, in a portion they had 2 prawns and smaller than this and 4 or 5 pieces of sausage, you know, but you know, the prawn was okay, but the sausage, I don't know, it didn't click with the rest of the recipe, you know. That's why I did not follow the dish I ate exactly. I also complained to the chef. I ate it in London in an Italian restaurant, and I said, well, what is? He says this is how we make in what you call what town did you say it was? In Calabria, probably Naples or something around there. And he was very upset that I complained. I didn't complain. I questioned his, you know, his dish. Even if you like something, you still question, say, "Oh, that was great. The way you, you know, put it together and all the spices." It's the same if you think something is off, you know, something isn't right. You still can question it. I mean, it's. So that was red wine with a touch of wine vinegar. Another thing I changed, it was mostly wine vinegar and no wine. And I thought it was spoiling the taste a little bit. So I changed it to what you just saw. And tomatoes. Here we have chopped tomatoes. Well, not only chopped, crushed, I would say, and a very little tomato paste, so it would thicken the sauce. Well, that doesn't do much. And that needs a couple of minutes to settle in. A little bit of parsley. When I put more when I put the linguine in this sauce in a minute. So let's hear other song, because this is a pretty quick dish since I boiled the linguine earlier. Christian Death, Romeo Distress. Salt and pepper. great song as well, great band, and one of my favorite albums when it first came out, Only Theater of Pain. I think if I could vote on an album chart or something of all time for goth and dark and death and whatever you call it, I would probably list it in the first top 10 albums of all time. This kind of music, yes. A little bit of tomato paste just to thicken the sauce a bit. So we had our two songs, and in a couple of minutes this is going to be ready. We're going to remove it from the heat, and we're going to add the linguine in. Good job I'm wearing leather pants today, otherwise I would have I hope that's not too dark. Yeah, we have it was earlier on it was really dark outside and it was windy, and that's about 10 minutes before I started cooking. We got the sun out again. I don't know how it happens this every Sunday. Well, I can put that there. I'll need the room. Let me remind you that these videos are done purely for my as a hobby, yes, and there is no sponsor, there is no placement of product, δεν υπάρχει τοποθέτηση προϊόντος. I'm one of the few cooks, I would say, not chef, because I'm not a chef, without a single tattoo, but with plenty of rings, yes, and with a different kind of dressing up. So the Count cooks, ο Κόμις μαγειρεύει με τα μουσικής. It must be season 2, maybe 23, episode 23 or 24. And now I have to remove this from here, lower the heat as much as I can, and bring the linguine in. And well, the rest can go in like that, right? So we must I hope it can be seen. I'm sure it can. Must mix very well so the sauce will go all the pasta. And there's a couple more things I have to do. Yes, you'll see now. What I'm going to do is the juice of half a lime. I have to add the juice of half a lime, and this is from another dish that I've changed and put it on this dish because it goes extremely well. As I said before, cooking is trying things out, imagination, patience, and mixing up the ingredients and a good mix up of the proper ingredients, whether it's spices or whatever else. And also another thing I like to do, and sometimes I forgot in other things that I've cooked, is the aroma and the taste can be nicer if you do that. A little bit of the skin, whether that's a lemon, whether that's a orange, or whether that's a lime. It tastes better. That's the only thing I can say. Well, with the rings it's not easy to do it, but it doesn't matter, I can do it because all the rings are sterilized. Now you see that I can cook with the rings on and whatever. I've even chopped onions with the rings on, so I hope there's no people that doubt it still. And another thing again is a little bit of chopped parsley. And for the cheese, when put on a plate and presented, I'm not very keen on Parmesan. I don't know, I find it very dry, very smelly, very salty. So personally I prefer regato from whatever, you know, whatever make, you know, it's just the name of, it's not an advertising, it's the name of the cheese. It's like saying Caselli, it's like saying, you know, whatever else. So I think we're ready to transfer this beautiful dish and I'm not going to do all these little towers they do in you know, cooking shows. I'm gonna do it more like taverna style, or like normal people style, yes? I'm not gonna put any more parsley on for decoration because I've already put it in the dish. But when I photograph it, I'm gonna put the cheese on, the grated cheese that I've already grated earlier. Well, I think this is great. And believe me, it does taste great, delicious. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. There you go. Now, let's turn it around. I will show it first. I forgot to show it. There you go. I hope you can see it. Okay, yeah. Turn this on. This light, if it's better. And you will see it on when I put it on Facebook. Photographs and everything. So, I think this is too much, this light. Ο Κόμις μαγειρεύει μετά μουσικής. Κοιτάξτε εδώ τι έφτιαξα. Άμα το γύρω πιο πολύ θα πέσει πάνω στο κομπιούτερ όλο, οπότε δεν... φανταστικό. Και όπως σας έχω πει, μαγειρεύω μόνο κάτι που έχω ξαναφάει έξω. Το έχω κρατήσει στο μυαλό μου. Μου άρεσε. Το έχω φτιάξει και το φτιάχνω εδώ μπροστά σας. Λοιπόν, ο Κόμις μαγειρεύει μετά μουσικής. The Count Cooks. Another episode comes to an end. Hope you enjoyed my cooking. And I will tell you about the surprise that I'm thinking of doing, because I'm saying it's delicious, but how do you know it's delicious? So I'm thinking of having a food tasting on Mondays in my shop. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm working on it, believe me. I really want to do it. So for 10 people, I will do a little portion in little containers, you know, one, then you can throw it away, the container. And I'm trying to find the right containers, a little bit, you know, Tupperware, how do you call it, this plastic little things that they can hold the mezze, not the portion, yeah? Maybe 5 or 10 people, it depends. When I find the right portion, the right containers, then I'll let you know how to do it. But you have to come to the shop to take it, yeah? If you don't come, I'll end up eating it again, all of it. So, stay healthy, stay safe, stay dark, stay goth, and don't listen to anybody. Life is short, live it while you're alive. Don't let moments pass you by. See you soon, I hope. Cheers. Stay goth, don't forget. Come and see me in the shop. I'm there every day.